Alright, welcome to the stream. Just a recon ride tonight to the Flatlands loop. Gonna do probably one lap at race pace and then just maybe a couple of laps, maybe the last 2 laps easy, I don't know yet. See how my legs feel. Raced yesterday in the tough racing league, so see how we go.
Have fun.
Rick's joining us. It's my first time riding this. Well, I might have rode it before this course, but not really paid any attention to the features. A big lead into the start. Fun. A big downhill. Starts off with a downhill. It's not the best comparison to this type of race compared to a ZRL race, because without them sprint points, nobody really goes for the sprint. But I might try and sprint the first sprint and try and stretch it, just to get a feel for what the recovery is like after the sprint. Done with the full aero setup tonight. And Rick's, well, purely because Rick was going with an aero setup. Everybody else seemed to have a Tron or a road bike of some description.
How did your race go yesterday?
Man went pretty bad, to be fair. I think it was the worst position I've had in the whole 4 seasons. But hopefully room for improvement anyway. Yeah, I'm not really anywhere near where I was in February, and with regards to power wise, so racing in the A category is a bit of a stretch.
Let's hope you find the power back.
Yeah, the weight's coming back down, so hopefully I can find 20 or 30 watts.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot.
I'm going to wind it up for the sprint and sprint the sprints just to see what it's like after, what recovery there is after the sprint.
Okay.
No other reason for it other than just to see what the recovery is like afterwards.
I'm still doing the second half of my warm-up.
I think this is my second half of the warm-up. I just literally jumped on the bike and span the legs at 110 RPM at like 100 watts, trying to loosen them up a little bit because they were quite stiff from yesterday.
I tried to hit 100, but the last one to do 90. RPM, that is.
But it is a late sprint. The sprint starts really late.
Yeah, you went really early.
Yeah, I was just winding it up really, see if I got a split or... So after the sprint, a little bit of flat, and then we've got 3% drag. So there's a good chance it'll get blown apart. It's probably the only place on the course that a split could happen. There's quite a bit of this 3% false flat. That's answered my question as to whether it could split after the sprint.
Yesterday the overall pace was easier.
Sorry?
Yesterday the overall pace was easier.
No, not for me it wasn't. The answer to the question is whether it can split after the sprint is yes. I'm in the back group.
Yeah, a split happened near me. For some reason I was stuck behind someone and I wasn't paying attention, and then I had to sprint back.
It's quite a long 3% drag after the sprint line.
Yeah, indeed, and there's no real climb this lap, apart from that section. It's interesting if we should sprint for the point there or aim for the climb.
Yeah, there's no points on the climb, it's only a sprint stage, only sprint points, but yeah, you could quite easily get dropped if you do a max sprint. There's no recovery before you get to the small climb.
Yeah, indeed.
There's a second sprint up here, the village sprint.
Yeah, it's 140 meters.
The same again. I think the other one was 140.
It's around 10.5 in the front group, the fastest time. And after this sprint, it goes down.
The short super tuck. Not pedaling. That's the first one lap. So, in answer to the
I
questions.
think in this race, drafting is really important.
Yeah, definitely. Full aero and yeah, keeping in them wheels, saving energy, because I think it's going to be a lot faster. Tuesday night's races.
Yeah, it's roughly a sprint every 8 to 9 minutes, I guess.
Right. So the answer to the question for Tuesday night is that first sprint, I think it's going to get blown apart. Probably not the sprint, but there's a few hundred metres of flat afterwards, and then a couple of kilometres of 3%. And as you saw with me just then, I got spat out the back. I mean, admittedly, my legs were a bit cooked, and I probably could have done better if I was a bit more observant. But everybody else in this group has been caught out as well. So, and that was just me messing about, really going for the sprint. Tuesday night there's going to be 60 or 70 people winding it up like that. So it's going to be 10 times faster. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you Tuesday, 6:30 UK time for the race 3 of the ZRL Racing League on this same course.